You've been lied to, told that to be attractive, you need six-pack abs, a luxury car, and $1 million smile. But here's the truth. Attraction? It's psychological. And the most magnetic people aren't always the richest, tallest, or most ripped. They just know how to trigger your brain's primal instincts. They use psychology, sometimes dark psychology, without anyone realizing it. So if you want to be 10x more attractive without spending $1 or lifting a single dumbbell, you're in the right place. Let's begin with trick number 1. 1. The power of controlled mystery. Attraction thrives in uncertainty. If you reveal everything about yourself instantly, there's no tension. But if you hint, tease, pause before answering, or give just enough, you trigger curiosity. And curiosity is the seed of obsession. Don't be the open book, be the locked journal with one page slightly exposed. Think about it. The most captivating movies don't show you everything in the first scene. They reveal layers. They make you wait. They make you wonder. Your personal magnetism works the same way. When someone asks about your weekend, don't give them a play-by-play. Give them a taste. Let's just say it was unforgettable. Then change the subject. Watch their mind race to fill in the blanks. 2. Use eye contact breaks. To spike intrigue, want to feel 10 times more magnetic without saying a word? Hold eye contact slightly longer than normal. Then look away intentionally and smirk. This gives off confidence, control, and a subtle tease, where eyes will say what your mouth doesn't need to. But here's the advanced version. When you break that eye contact, don't just look away randomly. Look down first, for just a split second, then to the side. This mimics the natural pattern of someone who's caught in an intimate moment. It's subconsciously seductive without being obvious. People fall in love with what they can't quite figure out. Don't explain everything. Let their mind fill in the blanks. 3. Speak 20% slower than you think you should. Here's a secret. Fast talkers sound insecure. Slow speakers command respect. When you slow your voice just slightly, you sound more dominant, thoughtful, and even seductive. It's the trick powerful people, actors, and leaders use subconsciously. Fast equals forgettable. Slow equals authority. Notice how the most compelling speakers, from Morgan Freeman to Barack Obama, never rush their words. They let each sentence breathe. They create space between thoughts. This isn't just about sounding important. It's about making every word count. When you speak slower, people lean in. They listen harder. They remember more. 4. Play with scarcity. If you're always available, you lose value. Psychologically, we crave what's limited. So don't text instantly. Don't always say yes. And if someone doesn't treat you right, disappear. When you remove your presence, you instantly become more valuable. It's not ego. It's emotional economics. This goes deeper than just being hard to get. It's about understanding your own worth in the marketplace of attention. When you're always the first to text back, always free on weekends, always saying yes to every invitation, you're training people to undervalue you. Scarcity creates urgency. Urgency creates desire. 5. Create a signature behavior. This is subtle but devastatingly effective. Do something unique consistently. A phrase, a smirk, a look, a way you lean in when you speak. This becomes your anchor in their memory. Suddenly, whenever they see that behavior, they think of you. It's a psychological imprint, a trigger. And it works. Maybe it's the way you pause mid-sentence when you're making a point. Maybe it's how you tilt your head when you're really listening. Maybe it's a specific laugh, or how you touch your collarbone when you're thinking. Whatever it is, make it yours. Own it. Repeat it. Soon that gesture will be impossible to separate from the memory of you. Attraction isn't just built, it's installed. Plant something unforgettable in their mind, and you'll live there rent-free. Ask looping questions. Want to be magnetic in conversation? Stop asking surface-level stuff. Ask questions that loop back into their identity. Why do you think that matters to you so much? What do you think that says about the kind of person you are? People are drawn to those who make them think deeply about themselves. And the crazy part? They'll associate that emotional depth with you. Most people ask what someone does for work, where they're from, what they like to do for fun. Boring, forgettable. But when you ask someone to examine their own motivations, their own patterns, their own inner world, you're doing something different. You're making them feel seen, understood, and intellectually stimulated all at once. 7. Don't flinch at silence. Most people scramble to fill awkward silences, but not you. When you sit in silence confidently, it shows control and mystery. They'll start wondering what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what you're not saying. And that intrigue, it builds emotional tension fast. Silence is where the real conversation happens. It's in those quiet moments that people reveal themselves. When you're comfortable with silence, you're showing that you don't need to perform, don't need to entertain, don't need constant validation. You're content with yourself. And that self-assurance, it's magnetic. Silence is not a gap in the conversation. It's a weapon if you're bold enough to use it. 8. Body language, open chest, lazy posture. This is strange but works. Most people either puff up aggressively or slouch submissively. But if you relax, with your chest subtly open, shoulders back, and arms loose, you signal calm power. You're not threatened. You're not needy. You're just there. That kind of still confidence, it pulls people in. Think of a cat lying in the sun, completely relaxed, but ready to move at any moment. That's the energy you want to embody. Not the hyperactive dog jumping around for attention, not the cowering mouse hiding in the corner. Be the cat. Calm, centered, powerful, without effort. 9. Be playfully unpredictable. Predictability is death to attraction. Every now and then, break your own pattern. Send a message at an unexpected time. Say something bold out of nowhere. Tease, then get serious. Be unpredictable, not in a chaotic way, but in a playful one. It keeps people on edge and drawn to you. Unpredictability triggers the brain's reward system. It's the same psychological mechanism behind gambling addiction. You never know when the next win is coming, so you stay engaged. When you occasionally surprise people with your responses, your timing, your energy, you activate that same system. They become addicted to the possibility of what you might do next. 10. Use selective compliments. Don't compliment everything. Compliment one unexpected thing, something others wouldn't notice, like the way they pause before they laugh, or how they organize their notes. This feels authentic. It bypasses ego and hits straight into the subconscious. They'll start thinking, why did you notice that? And that's where obsession begins. Generic compliments fall flat because they feel automatic, expected. But when you notice something specific, something personal, something that shows you were really paying attention, that's when you stand out. You're not just another person saying they look nice. You're someone who sees them in a way others don't. The compliment they never expected is the one they'll never forget. 11. Speak as if you're already admired. Here's a wild one. Act, not arrogantly, but assumingly admired. Speak like someone who's already loved, desired, and respected. People mirror energy. When you project that quiet confidence, they begin to see you through the lens you created. This isn't about being cocky or delusional. It's about carrying yourself with the quiet assurance of someone who knows their worth. When you speak, speak like someone whose opinion matters. When you walk, walk like someone who belongs wherever they are. When you laugh, laugh like someone who's genuinely enjoying life. Show glimpses of vulnerability, then pull back. Reveal something real, something personal, just for a second, then pull back. This confuses the brain. It sends mixed signals, strength and softness. And in that confusion, they feel compelled to figure you out. Spoiler, they never will. Vulnerability without walls is overwhelming. Walls without vulnerability are impenetrable. But the combination, the quick flash of something deeper, followed by that mysterious smile and change of subject, that's intoxicating. It makes people feel special, like they caught a glimpse of the real you, while still maintaining your mystique. 13. Say less, mean more. The most attractive people don't overshare. They drop sentences that echo. Say one thing and let it hang. A powerful statement or observation that sticks. It's not about being mysterious. It's about being intentional. Talk less. And suddenly, every word you do say becomes 10 times more valuable. In a world of constant chatter, silence is revolutionary. When everyone else is fighting for airtime, step back. Choose your moments. Make your words count. When you do speak, make sure it's worth the wait. The quieter you become, the more they lean in to hear you. 14. Master the art of controlled tension. This is advanced level magnetism. Create just enough tension to be exciting, but not so much that it's uncomfortable. Disagree with them on something small, then smile. Challenge their opinion, then show you respect their mind. Push, then pull. This emotional roller coaster, it's addictive. Tension without resolution creates obsession. When you can make someone feel slightly off balance, not threatened, just intrigued, you occupy their thoughts. They'll replay your conversations, analyzing every word, trying to figure out what you really meant. 15. Become unshakably centered. This is the final and maybe the most powerful trick. Attraction isn't about looks, it's about presence. And nothing is more attractive than someone who is emotionally centered. Someone who doesn't chase, doesn't flinch, doesn't break character. You walk into a room and don't need validation because you've already validated yourself. That's when people start chasing you. Being centered means your emotional state doesn't depend on other people's reactions. You're not high when they text you back quickly, not low when they don't. You're not performing for their approval or deflating from their rejection. You're steady, consistent, whole. And there you have it. No money, no abs, no luxury car, just deep psychological power, the kind that turns heads and keeps minds spinning long after you've left the room. Remember, true magnetism isn't about manipulation. It's about becoming the most authentic, centered, intriguing version of yourself. It's about understanding human psychology and using it to create genuine connections. When you master these principles, you don't just become more attractive, you become unforgettable. The beautiful irony? The moment you stop needing to be attractive to others, you become infinitely more attractive. When you stop chasing validation and start validating yourself, the whole dynamic flips. People sense that shift. They feel that energy, and they're drawn to it like moths to a flame. Now, if you found even one of these tricks powerful, imagine what's waiting in the next video. Go check it out. 15 signs of intense sexual tension you can't fake. It's raw, it's real, and it'll blow your mind. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and join us every week as we uncover the secrets they never taught you, but should have. This isn't just attraction. This is power. Use it wisely.